Okay, my stuff is running really slow this morning, so it looks like I didn't even see it was actually recording until now. This video is by a guy, I still can't believe he's an adult. A guy named Reckless. Now, let me explain what I mean by I can't believe he's an adult because the assholes in the sector of YouTube I'm in will turn around and say, she's racist. To me, he looks like he's a 17-year-old kid. I've been watching him for a couple of years since his first daughter was an infant. And even back then, I thought he looked 17 years old. So, okay. The title of this video is Metcalfe Family Outraged as Carmelo Anthony's mom starts petition for Hunter Metcalfe to be arrested. What is wrong with this piece of trash? He held his twin brother in his arms while he bled to death because of what her kid did. And now she wants the twin brother arrested? Let's see, what could be her reasoning? Oh, an eye for an eye, her son might be taken away from her? Uh, your son already took away someone's life. So if she's trying to play an eye for an eye, it's her son's turn to pay up. It's unbelievable with this family. Ah, is she really, really mad she had to give back the ill gotten gains from her son's crime? And I'm just asking questions. I haven't seen this video yet. But what the hell would Hunter Metcalfe have to get arrested for? Let's watch the video.
What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for me, please. Y'all seen the title. For people that's new to what this case is and trust and believe, a lot of people don't know. I literally had family members that didn't know about this, friends, this obviously wasn't, in mainstream media or anything like that. But, content creators like myself and a few others, they have been following up, with this case. And you'll hear about it more, throughout this video. But basically, there was a student named Carmelo Anthony that went to. Okay, let me rephrase that. A student named Carmelo Anthony, that a 17-year-old student went and basically skipped school, went to a track meet he wasn't qualified for, and got in an altercation with another student, and basically unalived him. I have to watch what I say on here for people that what's what the unaliving word. Basically did that, ran away. Police, caught him at the gate. Basically said that it wasn't alleged. He did it. And went that way. Y'all can look more, into the story. Just look up Carmelo Anthony or Austin Metcalfe, and you'll see plenty about it. But that's kind of like a quick summary of it. There's definitely more to it. So I want people like, you're gonna tell them the full story. Obviously, I still got a video to do, but y'all see it here. And obviously, I'm gonna go as far as that is that it's a reason why I didn't say a black student and a white student. It's more than that. It is right or wrong. People did make it out to be this race issue, so I'm not taking it away from that. But
Yeah, people want to use the race crutch. This was premeditated murder. Because how dare anybody tell Sticky Fingers Anthony you're not allowed to be there and try to steal shit?
But at the end of the day, I look at it as definitely a right or wrong thing, and Carmelo was definitely in the wrong. And I definitely got to say that. You don't like what I have to say? It's quick and easy. Just click off the video. Carmelo
Exactly.
Anthony,
Same
got it
here.
right here. Said that he is a hero. They're calling him a hero because of what he did. What 4 years ago, he saved a child's life. They say. Other people are saying that he didn't, but
What if he did? What does that have to do with now? Because he may have saved a kid's life years ago, that should give him carte blanche to do whatever the hell he wants for the rest of his life? Get the fuck out of here.
um, I'm assuming this is him in the photo. They kind of spelled his name wrong, so I'm not really sure. I think that's why people saying it's not him, but it looks like him. Um, I don't want to take this away from him at all. I've also heard that he has a good GPA. He doesn't have a good GPA. He wasn't a captain. He was a captain regardless to what Carmelo was before. He probably did amazing things. I'm not.
People will lie to make this kid out to be the victim. He's not the victim, he's the perpetrator. Okay? He took a life for no reason. Now, his life should be taken. Because if you leave him in prison for the rest of his life, he's just going to get attacked and attacked and attacked. And that's if he's able to survive prison. Because already inmates can't wait to get the fresh meat.
Not even gonna lie, probably did amazing things, probably didn't do amazing things. But at the end of the day, it's something, something that, what am I trying to say? Because honestly, I can't call it that. He did something that ruined not only his life, Austin Metcalf's life,
Yep.
his twin brother Hunter, as well as both parents, students, staff, even people around the country. Believe it or not, I'm not even gonna lie. It does. I'm telling y'all, it affects a lot of people. It definitely
Yep.
affects a lot of people, especially within the students, the staff, the family members, the people that, seen it in person, the witnesses, everybody. So definitely have to say that. But one thing about it, they can't keep on posting this stuff. You know what I mean? He definitely did something that obviously he was in a.
They are trying to taint the jury pool by saying he was a good kid. What if he was a good kid? He did something horrendous. Everything he did that day was premeditated. Did he go there hunting down Austin Metcalf? No, I really don't believe that, but I think he was prepared to hurt anyone who tried to stop him from stealing. Don't like me saying that? Sorry. Maybe Carmelo Anthony's mother needs to have her other kids taken off of her and given to people who can raise those kids right. Because she obviously didn't raise Carmelo right. Now she wants Hunter Metcalf arrested? For what? For holding his brother while he bled to death? His twin brother?
Wrong about. And this how you know he was wrong, because when people got to bring up old stuff that he's done,
Yep.
It's definitely not helping this case. As well as, you having it from the New York Post, Carmelo Anthony renting a 900K home
Yep.
in a gated community with family, bought a new car, and released on bond. You know,
Gated communities usually mean white communities. But yet, black people are quick to condemn white people because they don't want to live in black areas and put their money into black areas. But black people, when they get money, they run to the white areas because it's safer, cleaner, nicer. White people aren't allowed to do that too?
with unaliving of Austin Metcalf. Says here from AF Post, Austin Metcalf's unaliver. Carmelo Anthony will be given his high school diploma, but won't be able, to attend the graduation ceremony.
He should be expelled and, if anything, get a GED. Oh, that's not fair to him. Who cares what's fair to him? He took a life. And no, I wouldn't care if the life was a black life. You took a life for what? Oh, he was bullying you. Bullshit. You cut school to go there. You went under a tent that wasn't part of your school. Why? Oh, 'cause he can? No, motherfuckers, no, he can't. He cut school to go there. And he wasn't under his school's tent. Why? They knew what Sticky Fingers Anthony was all about.
Frisco Independent School District officials have decided. Now, check it out. It's a reason on why I am, showing y'all this and talking about this is because it seems like, and this is going to sound bad, but it seems like everything is going well when it comes to Carmelo Anthony. And it sucks. And I know again that it sounds bad, but it is. You have, and it's a reason why I'm saying that too, because it's a reason on why when we gonna get into the title in this thumbnail. You have it. They feel they call him a hero. People are donating to him. They didn't got with the people that's donating to him. This is for your team, and this is for the security, and this is for this and this for that. And a lot of people that sent money, I'm not even gonna lie, they're not even looking at that. They're looking at it more as a race issue to make other people mad, and they're not doing nothing but hurting themselves, in many ways. But what I do want to say is that when it comes to the cars, when it comes to the clothes and the shoes and the houses, in the house, 900K, and then it's going to this, and you got Dominique Alexander and asking for more money because Carmelo turned 18. Everything seems, to go that right way until, you have Austin Metcalf's parents that are, applying pressure. Says on April 17th, Megan Metcalf, the mother of Austin Metcalf, emailed Frisco ISD begging them not to allow Carmelo Anthony to graduate. Her email is heartbreaking to read. Frisco ISD refused to respond. So y'all see it here. Literally saying here, my name is Megan Metcalf. My son is Austin Metcalf. Was tragically taken away from me on April 2nd, 2025 from another Frisco student. I have been informed the civil rights team that the person has behind him are reaching out to you request he would be able to graduate. I do not know much about your stance on protests, etc., but I would like to urge you to make sure that you do not change your mind on this ruling. That boy is expelled, and it stays that way. Said my son Austin will never be able to graduate. This person will have the opportunity to get his GED at a later time because he is still living, which is completely understandable. Said I would strongly request that you do not allow him to sway your ruling and keep him from being able to graduate from Frisco ISD schools we hold so dearly. So as you can see, that Megan Metcalf is trying to, apply that pressure that some gotta do, do something. Because at first, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Carmelo Anthony and his family, the advocate, they made it to where, he's the victim. He's the hero because he did this. He was a good student. He was a captain. He was this. He was that. But then, when you have Austin Metcalf's, family, they just want justice. At the end of the day, they just want justice, have been cool, have been quiet, and they could react in a different way. But again, they're doing all they can the respectful, right way. She sent this on April 17th, Megan Metcalf. Mind you, she sent this April 17th. Still no response. So she emailed again May 13th with, why is there no response to me? Someone needs to respond to me. This is unacceptable.
That's why.
Mind you, bro. She sent this April 17th. They finally responded the same day. The same day. That should tell you a lot. How y'all respond the same day, but y'all couldn't say anything after the April 17th? A day after that, following Monday, like none of that whatsoever. So basically, to sum up everything, said, I apologize for lack of response due to student privacy laws. We cannot comment on any individual student. So said that. So it looks like here, Jeff Metcalf, pulled up and says here, just got turned away from Frisco ISD by security for asking to speak with the superintendent. So I made an appointment for Monday at 8:30 a.m. That's the first appointment they had open. I offered to wait all day today for 15 minutes of his time. But he, mind you, waiting all day for just 15 minutes of your time after his son was alive from another person. Just want justice. Just trying to figure out what is the school doing, because of what happened to their son. Said,
and what if the school can be sued for not providing the proper security? You have metal detectors in school for a reason. Why wasn't there metal detectors here? Personally, I believe the Metcalf family needs to get on the ball, sue the school, sue the Board of Education. If the Board of Education is run by that city, sue that city, and sue Carmelo Anthony's family for whatever they have left. Carmelo Anthony took a life. He took a life. He had no business doing that. But people, especially black people, want to blame the deceased just because he's white. Carmelo Anthony had chance after chance after chance after chance to rehabilitate himself, to stop what he was doing. He didn't want to. His black parents probably told him he's owed reparations, this and that. And like with the riots, you had black people talking about, well, you didn't give us reparations, so we're taking them. But they still want more. And if this was the other way around and Austin Metcalf took Carmelo Anthony's life, he would never see the light of day again. That's just how it is. They would make sure. God damn this lotion. And I know what you're going to say. Fuck you. Carmelo Anthony does not deserve the right to graduate with his peers. He doesn't. GED, yes. Diploma, no. Carmelo Anthony didn't deserve to have his bond, bail, whatever it was, reduced. I just posted a video on my community wall. A Black Lives Matter judge, activist judge, lets black people off with lesser sentences because, to quote, they look like her. Well, white people have been doing it for years. And that's wrong. I also just read something that France abolished slavery. Most of the people, I don't know what they're called in France, the Congress people, president, whatever, abolished slavery, saying it wasn't right. Europe abolished slavery because it wasn't right. In the Civil War, blacks and whites fought together to abolish slavery. And all black people today, they keep talking about their ancestors. They are spitting in the face of their ancestors with the shit they're pulling. Oh, we just want what we deserve. You don't deserve shit. That's blood money. Should your ancestors have gotten that money? Yeah. They went through horrible atrocities. They were promised this money, whatever it was they were supposed to get, and they didn't get it. Why the fuck should black people today get it? They didn't go through that shit. Majority of black people have done nothing but ruin their own lives, ruin other people's lives, ruin their neighborhoods, and then expect everything to be hunky-dory and they get whatever the hell they want. No, motherfuckers. And all these welfare programs were put in place to help black people. How many black people lived off the system their entire lives? Their kids, their grandkids, their great-grandkids. Add all that money up that they got for nothing. There's your reparations. I remember interviews with people when Barack Obama was first running for president, and they were asked, why are you voting for Barack Obama? The white people couldn't answer, and the black people said because he was black. And look how he fucked up the country and our people. And I'm not talking about white people. I'm talking about American people. Jasmine Crockett, why should you hire her? Just because she's black. Why? Was that bitch gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum like most blacks do to get their own way? How about this? Anyone, black or white, throws a fucking temper tantrum, goes to prison. And then they can be used for slave labor, black, white, whatever, until they learn their lesson. And if they act up while they're in prison, just do away with them. Black people today want too much fucking shit. A black woman tried to chase down a white woman, what was she going to do? Rip those braids out of her head? And the black woman would have gotten off because she's black. People like that you cannot talk to. They should not be out in society. There's one woman going around talking about she wants white blood for reparations because of all the black blood that was spilled. Black blood of people you didn't even know. Look at the Jews and all that happened in the Holocaust. You don't see them going after everybody. Irish white slaves were treated worse than black slaves here in America. But oh no, black people today have to be the fucking victims. This is unbelievable. All this shit should be stopped. The Democrats need to learn. They keep pushing shit. The black people they've brainwashed into thinking they're owed something will turn on them as well. And what are they going to do then?
But he was unable to spare any time for me. See you on Monday. So I'm pretty sure he did end up going on Monday. Y'all can follow up. I'm pretty sure he did go up on Monday, and they told him basically what they told the Megan Metcalf. I don't know if they're married. I don't want to say that, you know. So I'm gonna just address some Jeff Metcalf and Megan Metcalf. I don't really know their stance. I haven't seen them together, so I don't really want to, you know. I think I've seen two separate interviews. I think I've seen two separate interviews. I don't know. That doesn't matter. At the same,
I wonder if the superintendent is white or black. Let's see. Super. Mike Waldrop. I'm just wondering. No, he's white. Okay. I was assuming, like with the black judge, they were just letting Carmelo Anthony off. He's white. He's probably bowing down to pressure from black people threatening to do shit. I just heard outside of the courthouse in Texas, Black Lives Matters, uh, they want to call them protesters, but they tried starting another riot. They were hitting people, this and that. Oh, must be that melanin that's making them so docile. You take away the colors in this case, Carmelo Anthony needs to be put away for the rest of his life or the death penalty. Oh, but he has so much potential. Fuck him. Austin Metcalf had a whole shitload of potential too. But that doesn't matter because he's white. Well, this has been going on, but so what? Now Carmelo Anthony's mom is starting a petition for Hunter Metcalf to be arrested. What did Austin's twin brother do to Carmelo Anthony? Nothing. He held his brother till he died. So this piece of shit bitch wants to punish this kid? For what? Not kicking his brother while he was bleeding to death? What the fuck is wrong with this dirty bitch?
Same time, regardless of the fact, these are two parents trying to get justice for their child. I know a lot of people been asking me, and I kind of had me wondering too. That's why I brought that up. But regardless of the fact, it don't matter. These two parents are trying to do everything they can to get justice for their son. So he went that following Monday, basically told him, basically what they sent Megan, through an email. So my thing is that things, started going bad, for Carmelo. Says here, Carmelo will be charged as an adult.
Good.
If convicted, he would get life in prison. It says here he should never be allowed to do this to another person. They're saying that he may get parole, he may not get parole,
No parole. Austin Metcalf does not get parole. Let the prisoners have this kid. He was so proud of the fact he did it. Does nobody get this? He was proud he took a white kid's life. I don't want to hear about what happened in the past. Nobody can fix what happened in the past. What happened in the past, like with Emmett Till and whatever, that was wrong. But you want to take the lives of white people today to make up for that? How does that make up for it? Well, eye for an eye. What eye for an eye? No, the people who did that to Emmett Till. The woman who lied about him. You get them. You don't get every other white person just because it's easier to get them because you're such fucking cowards. You won't go after the right people, or the right people have died already. This race war doesn't need to happen. But a lot of black people with a ton of mental problems want it to happen. There is a small minority of black people who will fight with white people in this race war. You really think these mental bastards are going to win? It's enough of this shit. They're talking about Carmelo Anthony's environment. His family? No, his neighborhood. The mother said the money, they didn't even have the donation money yet, making it seem like it was the family's money they were using to move here, to get cars, to do this. So, bitch, why didn't you get your kids out of that neighborhood and into a better neighborhood? If the donation money had absolutely nothing to do with you and your family going on shopping sprees, then why didn't you do that before? Oh, I can hear black people screaming right now. Fuck you, she doesn't have to. Yes, she did, because they're trying to blame the neighborhood environment for how Carmelo Anthony is. And don't get it twisted, Carmelo Anthony's life is and should be over with. But why? Because of the decisions he made the second he woke up that morning. There have been race hoaxes perpetrated on both sides, mostly the black side, but on both sides for years. White people get tormented, black people just go on their merry way. And then they continue to say white people have done something wrong to them. It's enough, people. These motherfuckers really want this war? How about tracking down all those fucks, black, white, Hispanic, Asian, whoever, during those riots stole shit? Have they even punished the people who took over that town? There were reports coming out of rapes, of beatings, of killings, going into homes and just taking what they wanted and taking the homes. Has anyone been punished for that? And I still say this might have been a setup. Because where's the knife? Where did the knife go? There's also video of the whole altercation. The video, from what's being said, does not vindicate Carmelo Anthony. It convicts him. How much you want to bet black people are going to bitch and riot until that's thrown out of court? But that's all the evidence. Exactly. He took a life for no reason. It was premeditated. It was not stand your ground. Now, if Austin Metcalf had killed Carmelo Anthony, that would have been stand your ground. Black people would have rioted from the get-go just because Austin Metcalf's white. And I'm still waiting to hear why this piece of shit mother wants Hunter Metcalf arrested. What did he do?
Mix up. So, mind you, it's starting to get worse. More to police report. As I stated before, there are more than I want to say 30 witnesses between Lebanon Trail High School, Liberty High, Memorial, Frisco, Independence High School. So all those schools, Emerson High School as well. All of those schools, and over between 30 people, 30 individuals of staff, the coaches and the students that were pulled off buses, phones taken, because there are videos. There are plenty of videos, as well as over 30 witnesses, and that screams guilty. Like I've said before, it definitely screams guilty. So again, y'all see that it is starting to, turn bad for Carmelo. And people, when you got those supporters that supporting Carmelo, you got his advocate, you got people are starting to, and I know that, when it comes to advocate, when it comes to the Carmelo parents, that they know he was in the wrong. They know he was in the wrong. But when it comes to the people,
No, they don't. You're giving them too much credit. You see, Reckless is thinking the way Reckless would think. But that's not how these pieces of shit think. They're thinking this was done to their kid. Why? Because Austin Metcalf was there and he was white and that triggered their son? If you're triggered by white people and can't go about your daily life, you need to go away. If white people are not bothering you and just the sight of them triggers you, you need to go away. Period. This is all bullshit.
People, that's out here, trust and believe. They're going to do everything possible to make Carmelo look like the victim.
Yep.
And act a certain way.
If he's a victim of his parents. Period.
And do, these certain things when it comes to Austin Metcalf's family, as y'all see in the title. Literally has here, this is real talk. Carmelo Anthony is basically his people is now trying to petition to get the twin brother arrested. So y'all can see right here.
Charge Hunter Metcalf under felony murder law for his role in the death of... What role? You fucking pieces of shit. What role? What if, on instinct, Hunter Metcalf killed Carmelo Anthony because he was right there when his brother was getting killed? Black people would be up in arms. How about make a petition to have Carmelo Anthony's parents arrested? Because what they did, how they raised Carmelo Anthony, they took away his life before it even started. This is bullshit. Are you fucking kidding me? 1 second. This is all just out and out bullshit. And for even suggesting this, throw the mother's ass in jail.
The family and legal team are disgusting people that will do and say anything. Said I've been mostly quiet on this one until today, and you feel me? I can't say the rest of what that says here. But gotta hear, charge Hunter Metcalf under felony. I wasn't supposed to say that. I have to take that out. Law for his role in the unaliving of Austin Metcalf. Sign the petition. So people are, I'm telling y'all, it's definitely disgusting. I'm not even gonna lie, it's definitely disgusting. This is Hunter Metcalf. If nobody knows, this is a twin brother of Austin Metcalf. Check out what he had to say.
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him.
Once. I'm getting phone calls up the wazoo today. Back to this.
The move, he started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." He's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab. But then I look at my brother, and then I'm not going to talk about the rest.
So this black family and black people and even white people want to put this family through more horrific shit. This mother wants to put this kid through horrific shit. She's a dirty piece of shit. Oh, she can't get a better thing of hair for her head to look white. She can't get her nails done. She can't walk around with Birkin bags. Man, fuck this bitch.
So, just that's just what I saw. I tried to help him, but
it was just senseless.
It was really senseless. Really, I don't know why a person would do that to someone just over that little argument. It's just
over that little argument.
Crazy in this world nowadays how people just up and do that. Like,
so Carmelo Anthony was not being bullied. He was the fucking aggressor. And he took a life. No, you have to let him get away with it because he's black and blacks went through 400 years of slavery. Well, black people need to go back to school, relearn history, and relearn addition. It's 5,000 years of slavery. And like black people sold their people into slavery, this mother sold out her son. Carmelo Anthony's mother sold him out. Now she wants to take another kid's life? Put this bitch in fucking prison. It's enough.
A man has a family. That man has people that care about them all the time, and he did everything for our family too. He was a strong man. He was a strong kid.
I'm telling y'all, it's definitely wild. It's definitely wild. It's definitely sad. You know, and based off, you know, of his statement, and seeing what it definitely is sad. And it's sad that they're even trying to do this to him.
So this piece of shit mother, her kid took his twin brother's life. He had nothing to do with the altercation. He held his brother while he died, and she wants him put in jail? But no, Donald Trump had attempted assassinations, and this bitch don't? Well, that also proves there's something wrong with this world. Why the fuck is she going after the twin brother? And for felony murder charges? Where's the knife, bitch? With how spiteful, petty, and full of hate this bitch is, why isn't she bitching? Where the fuck is the other knife to my kitchen set? Now they want to go after the brother. Because they think it's fair. Bitch, you ain't fair. Neither was your kid. You both belong in prison. So does your fucking husband for raising this kid like this.
No, I'm telling y'all. Definitely sad and definitely disgusting. So I came across this video right here. And I'm not even gonna lie. I had to show y'all of how ignorant people can be. Check this out.
I don't know where you stand at on the whole Hunter Carmelo issue. Most of y'all made it about race when it's not about race. It's about who's right and who's wrong. I'm not going to keep going over the story 100 times like everyone else because
you can tell he don't know what he talking. Just listen. And I know this it's right or wrong, but just check it out.
Once all the facts come out, you're going to see that Austin was in the wrong. Did he deserve to get unalived over it? Maybe not, but he was in the wrong.
Let me tell y'all something.
Maybe not? No, Carmelo Anthony needs to be unalived. His mother for pulling this bullshit needs to be unalived. His mother and father need to be unalived for raising him the way he is. Oh, fuck out of here.
Carmelo was in the wrong.
Yep.
Let's not even we definitely gonna say yeah for unaliving, you know, Austin Metcalf. But we gonna go even further than that. He was in the wrong to begin with when he skipped school.
Yep.
We gonna start it off right there. We're gonna start it off right there. Then on top of that, you got a knife in your book bag. You're sitting up under somebody. It was so many wrongs Carmelo did, but now all of a sudden, Austin was in the wrong about it. Come on, y'all.
But
make it make sense.
I know the law does state that if you're in the commission of a crime and someone loses their life, the surviving person who was in the commission of the crime with that person.
And this guy's trying to make it seem like he's a police officer. He's a security guard, by the way. Nothing against security guards, y'all, but this dude is...
So wait a minute. Even this black person is coming up with Hunter Metcalf does deserve to go? Oh my God. Oh my God, this is insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
So Hunter, his brother, needs to be charged with Austin's death because Hunter and Austin was in the commission of a crime.
What crime? What crime? Telling a black piece of shit you can't be under this tent? A piece of shit who was there to rob? Oh, he was just trying to get protection from the rain. It was drizzling. And yes, I know what I said. He was raised to be this piece of shit, and he's black. So, now they want the brother charged. Anything to get this piece of shit off? It's unbelievable.
Possibly a felony. They was robbing him when they took his property. And
they was.
What the fuck are you talking about? They were robbing Carmelo Anthony when they took his property. Bullshit. You see how black people like to lie just to get white people? There's a woman in the sector of YouTube I'm in, Farmer Nancy. She's another dirty piece of shit. She will lie on a white person for no reason. Why? Because I'm afraid of them. So just because you're afraid of them, you will lie to get them arrested, to get them the death penalty, and this is all okay? Well, you don't know what I've been through. I don't give a fuck what Farmer Nancy's been through. I've been through a bunch of shit, and I don't take that out on people. Coming into the sector of YouTube I'm in, which, by the way, it's black people calling it a sector, and most of them want all white people the fuck out of it, not white people's money, but they don't want to hear white people talking about anything. They're the ones who separated shit. But yet they'll blame white people for segregation. Do you not see how crazy this fucking is? You want segregation? Start your own YouTube and don't allow whites in it. You'll get away with it because you're black, and we must coddle all black people.
Was robbing them.
Does this dumb motherfucker not realize they confiscated everyone's phone and they have videos of what happened? These two kids weren't trying to rob Carmelo Anthony, but lie because they're white. Motherfucker. This motherfucker should lose his job because you can't trust anything he fucking says. You can't trust it.
I told y'all people get ignorant.
Then they assaulted him, and that led to the unaliving of Austin, while Hunter...
How did they assault him? For what he was doing, acting aggressive, if they killed him, it's a stand your ground state. And the same thing should have happened to him. Hunter Metcalf should have unalived Carmelo Anthony because Carmelo Anthony attacked his brother. That would work too, right? fuck out of here.
Is very much lying in the details of what happened because he's
Video doesn't lie, you dirty fuck.
trying to protect himself and the image of Austin. But the cry should be, instead of arrest Carmelo, it should be arrest Hunter.
Why? Why? Because you're black and you just want to see it happen? Fuck you.
You know when somebody explaining something, you just have to look at somebody without saying nothing, because they just sound so, you know.
He sounds ignorant like most black people do. And it's not all. But the ones who feel like Carmelo Anthony's in the wrong, they're called coons and all this other shit. The fuck out of here.
When I look at this man, that's all I see. The goofy. I'm telling y'all. Let me know your comments and thoughts down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. I gotta get off here. I'm not even gonna lie, because I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna probably regret. I don't want to get in trouble on here. So make sure y'all hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.
So black people started slavery with Middle Easterners 5,000 years ago. Black people today, because they're not rich, famous, and all this other shit, want to blame white people of today for that. Want to blame white people of today for everything. You weak fucking cowardly bastards. This is bullshit. They want Austin Metcalf's twin brother Hunter to be arrested for murder now? He didn't kill anyone. He didn't try to kill anyone. Most black people have so many mental problems you can't fix them. So what do?